polarizing match here. So
Protoss is pretty popular.
And quite strong by the look of it.
Yeah, looking pretty strong right now. At least against Terran. Against Terran, PBT seems way favoured for Protoss right now. We haven't seen any Zerg players, so...
No.
We're going to have to wait for that.
Alright.
But here we go. Orbital Shipyard is the first map.
Alright, and spawning in the bottom left, we have our blue Protoss winning 2-0 over his previous opponent, Illusory. It is Metroplex.
Yep. And up the top right, it is the red Protoss Lobo. Both players putting their pylons in their own base.
Yep. There's a little bit of a difference between when they decided to get their pylons. I think Metroplex got his one supply earlier, but that does mean he's going to get himself an earlier gate.
Yeah, I don't think it really means anything at all.
No, not too much.
I feel like Metroplex is the more experienced player in Legacy of the Void here. Just from watching his previous games today, I think he's played a fair bit of ladder. He seems to have reasonably well thought out builds that utilize the new units quite a bit. Whereas Lobo has said to us already that he hasn't played much Legacy of the Void. He's mostly just going off Heart of the Swarm and Intuition, right?
Yep.
So I feel like that gives Metroplex a decent edge here. I'm not sure how much this matchup has changed, but I think adepts have changed every matchup quite a bit. So we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, going
Already
off for a quick
Metroplex
scout
going
here.
for that 2 gate.
Oh, yep. So if Lobo... He's going to see the 2 gases, and this should be a pretty big tip-off that it should be the double adept push.
Yeah, I think seeing 2 probes on each gas and the 2 gates, you can be pretty sure that's what's happening.
Yeah. I mean, he's having a good look around, making sure there's no other sneaky tech coming down. It's like, oh, okay, 2 gates already. There's a pylon going down in the back of the middle line, but Metroplex heading across the map with his own probe, actually. And what is the defense coming down here from Lobo? He's actually got himself a gateway coming down as after he scouted, so...
Yeah, so he's just going for a defensive 2 gate, and this should be able to hold it off easily because there is, despite the adepts having that nice fast shade to get themselves across the map quicker, there's still a big defender's advantage before warp gate kicks in.
Yeah, now what would be the units that you pick? You pick 2 stalkers here, wouldn't you? As in defense?
I think so. I'm honestly not sure. You might just go defensive adepts because they're cheaper on the gas, but I feel like he has the gas to spare because he probably wants to be dropping in Nexus.
Yeah, I guess from Mothership Core and 2 adepts of his own.
Yep.
But I suppose, yeah, he will have his Mothership Core defensively, whereas Metroplex, I don't think he's rallying his across the map at the moment, no.
Yeah. I think adepts are just the better unit as long as you don't need anti-air.
He shadowed in a Robo for a second there, but decided against it.
Ooh, and starts a Stargate.
Oh, there it is.
Lobo with the Stargate here. It's going to be pretty nice for him, I think. And he's actually setting up a proxy pylon too.
Yeah.
I guess this is just for later. I don't think that proxy pylon has any immediate purpose, given he's already started a Stargate in his main.
Yeah, and he sees the adepts coming in already, so those adepts should come up from the behind natural and start their defense.
Yeah. Metroplex is just going to target down pros by the look of it. And he's using this ability really nicely here. Ooh, this one adept is going to go down though, I think.
Maybe not quite. Looks like he's going to sneak out.
Catch it. Nice harassment by Metroplex.
He picks himself 5
there.
workers, yeah. Nice start for him. He also scouted the Stargate as well, so he does know that he needs to defend against that eventually. He's already got 2 stalkers in his mineral line.
Yep, so
Very
that
well
Oracle
prepared.
shouldn't get much done at all.
He's still got this proxy pylon though he has to worry about.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what that's for. More gateways going down from Lobo. I think he might be following up this Oracle with just a 1-base gateway push by the looks of it. Starts his own Robo. Okay. That seems strange to get a Robo that late. He might be worried about DT. Because that did bite him in that game against Blisk. He had the Oracle, but he still just died to the DT because the Oracle's detection ability is a lot weaker now than it used to be.
Alright, so Oracle heading across the map. There's 2 stalkers. They've come out of the mineral line though, so if he does decide to take the long way around, he might be able to get some good damage done, but...
I think, this Oracle's
he's going to go around, but it has been scouted. Oh, no, that's
Mothership
Lobo's
Core.
pylon. That was Lobo's pylon I was looking at there, but he does hit it now with the Mothership Core, and it looks like he's going to get some free damage here.
He's going to get kills for sure. The Mothership Core actually has to move to start the Nexus cannon here, so he should target down 4 probes, I think. He gets 3. And gets a scout on
There's actually an extra one down here, so he will get 4 probes.
Yep. And they both actually started their Nexuses now. Metroplex is going into that robotics facility, so it looks like he wants to head up to Colossus.
Well, and actually, Lobo takes a little bit of a probe advantage for now. He's sending 4 adepts across the map here to back up his Oracle. But this Warp Prism looks like it's got a lot of damage ahead of it to do. Mothership Core is back at home here for Lobo, so he can use his Nexus Cannon to defend, and he's got his extra... Now he's got his 3 gateways, he can warp into Stalkers as well to help out.
Yeah, he shouldn't
take
too much
an
damage
Immortal.
from this. Lobo's actually pushing with 4 Adepts and an Oracle here, so he's trying to get some damage done. But I think... Well, actually, the Nexus Cannon got used by Metroplex, so this might do some damage. He is sitting out the
He reacts back
right
at home.
now,
He
yeah,
reacts
does
back at home.
push that Warp Prism back. Not taking too many losses yet.
6 adepts.
6 Adepts. This is so scary.
Yeah, he comes up the ramp, and I think he can pretty much... Very well much dominate the units that are in this.
There are 4 Stalkers, which should win the fight, but he can kill so many probes if he just targets them down.
The Oracles are just kind of suicided.
Yeah, but he gets away alive, and he was actually distracting a lot of those Stalkers for a long time. So Lobo's just going to focus down probes by the look of it. The thing is, he's using 5 Adepts to target a single probe at a time, so he's actually wasting a lot of the damage here.
Yeah.
But despite that, that's so many probe kills. He's now
and
up
he teleports
to,
out.
like, I don't know.
16 workers good.
16, wow.
Oh, he's marking the Adepts against the Adepts
nice
of Lobo. Failing him a little bit there at the end, but Lobo did significant damage there. Look at the probe count now.
He's almost doubling the probe count, 28 to 15. That's a huge advantage for Lobo.
Oh, these Adepts having a difficult time getting away. Doesn't actually move them at all, but relies on the teleport to get him out.
Yeah, Metroplex is moving across the map now, but he really doesn't have much of an army to do anything with. Oh, he has a Disruptor. I forgot about those. So the Disruptors are now more like Reavers.
Yeah.
They have like a projectile that they send out, so that could be pretty cool to see.
We do have a couple of models on the map. We still have a bunch of Adepts back at home here for Lobo, going kind of mass Adept and Mortal right now.
Man, the Disruptor looks cool.
Yeah. Have they changed what it looks like? It seems different to what it...
It is, yeah. That I'm pretty sure that center bit at least.
Is there a skin? Like...
Maybe it's a skin, I don't know, yeah. It's a pretty cool looking thing.
It's like a little mecha thing.
There's so many units.
Oh, there goes a little projectile. Oh man, so many Adepts went down to that.
Good damage, but I think there's just way too much left here for Lobo.
Yeah, he can teleport and maybe try and snipe the Disruptor. No, he does pick it up.
Time Warp goes down, but it's not going to do much.
Yeah, models are just sitting in the background, just blasting away. How much time does that Disruptor? The Disruptor almost has another shot.
Yeah.
Alright, Disruptor's cooldown has cooled off.
But it's still 33 probes to 19.
Yeah, yeah. And Lobo's now pushing across the map now with double the army supply.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to catch these Stalkers. They need to react. Oh, a little bit of something from Metroplex loses them for free.
Okay, here comes the Disruptor. He's coming into the natural here with this. And he
So
will fire it off.
He's going to get...
Wow, 2. Wow, okay. There's potential for so much more, yeah.
Yeah. And the Nexus Cannon is here to push this back. Although he's going for the main and there's nothing there except one Zealot right now.
And the Zealot's not even reacting at the moment. He does have another Nexus Cannon available to him.
Yeah, but on the other side of the map, Lobo's pushing up into the main of Metroplex and there's nothing here.
Yep, and there we go. There's the Nexus Cannon activated, so he should be able to push that back. Zealot's already in the middle line doing some work. Nexus Cannon just drops now for Metroplex, but he can move down into the natural, or even just focus down the Nexus here.
Yeah, Lobo can just aim the Nexus at this point. He has so much stuff. And there's the GG. Lobo takes map 1 in this best of 5.
It's quite a back and forth game. We saw Metroplex with his really nice Adept harass at the start of the game. They're picking off 5 probes really quickly. Yeah. But Lobo just teched up really nicely. And his counter harassment with 6 Adepts just did so much more damage.
Yeah, and that's what PvP is from my experience in Legacy. It's all about the Adepts attacking the probes. Because the Adepts, they don't do much damage to Stalkers, so you can't really take straight up fights with them too well. But you just, if you get a couple of Adepts into each mineral line and focus down probes, they take so long to die, Protoss has in the early game, that you can just get a massive econ lead off that. So, really nice job by Lobo. I think he's slowly working out, over the course of this tournament, how to play Legacy of the Void.
Yeah, he adapts really quickly by the look of things, and both players are ready to go. So the countdown will begin on our second map, Bridgehead. And, I mean, we saw what Lobo did last time on this map, the Proxy 4-gate play. I don't think we'll see that build again, but we could see some shenanigans still come out here from Lobo.
Yeah, I think that was just... Wait, Lobo is playing Terran?
Oh.
I think that's a mistake, but
I think it's a mistake.
Whether he leaves the game at the start or not.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, that's a mistake. Okay. I almost thought he had some nice race switching planned, but I wouldn't be switching to Terran against Protoss.
No.
They don't have adepts.
Alright, Bridgehead. Alright, let's pray to the RNGs and hope we don't get bugged.
Yep. Come on. Uh-oh. Oh, lobby.
No, we got lobby.
We got a lobby. Beautiful. Thanks, David Kim.
Okay, now we go. Both players are Protoss now, so the countdown can properly
Alright, we have
begin
a
once
PvP
again.
once again. Not mixing up the matchups too much.
Alright. Okay, so as I was saying, before Bridgehead, I mean Lobo, I can see him doing proxy on this map. Even like just doing one of those crazy, maybe even putting the Stargate next to the rocks or like a bit into the rocks. I don't see Metroplex scouting there early on.
Yeah, we'll have to see, but oh, look at this. Lobo's setting out the probe. He's doing it again.
He's got the proxy forget.
So against Blisk after the game, you said, well, apparently that doesn't work, but apparently he's just going to do it anyway.
He was setting up a mind game for his next qualifying match.
Yeah, Metroplex actually is not opening the same way Blisk did. He's not going to have that wall up.
Oh, yeah, so, that's pretty key.
Yeah.
Alright, so anyway, intros. Spawning in the 9 o'clock position of this map, or left-hand side, we have the blue Protoss, Metroplex.
Yep. And over the right-hand side, we have the red Protoss, Lobo. And actually, I'm silly, he made a pylon at home. He just went for a relay scout.
Very early
I didn't even notice that.
It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's super fast scout.
Alright, let's see if we get that second gateway come up really early again here from Metroplex.
Doesn't look like it yet. He could still drop it though. He's got 3 probes on each gas though, so I don't think we're going to be seeing that. It's going to be more of an early tech play.
Lobo's still hanging around too, so he'll definitely say that there's no second gateway.
Yeah. So Lobo's going to know he doesn't need to worry about that added pressure. He's free to tech to whatever he feels is the best.
Yep. Lobo taking his cybernetic score as well, whereas Metroplex is going to get a bit of a scout off as well and see what's going on.
I like Metroplex scout timing better. Like, he gets in, he knows with this scout timing it's never going to be denied unless there's a full wall.
Oh,
because
there's nothing in-game.
Oh, overlay?
Overlay.
Very nice.
You're on cam. Good stuff.
Yeah, like, both players have got decent scouts off here. Lobo actually does start a second gate now. After Metroplex's probe left. And Metroplex, this probe's going to a pretty sneaky position. We might be seeing a proxy here. And there is a proxy pylon.
Alright.
And Lobo is also starting a proxy pylon.
Oh my.
I think we might see 2 proxy Stargates here.
I actually really like the spot where Metroplex has put it too, because you never really see anything go up there from Protoss early on either.
Oh, they're both proxying Twilight Councils.
What's going on?
Wow, okay, so I guess we're going to see DT out of both players. It could be Blink, it could still be Blink, but it's really weird to hide Blink in this matchup.
Yep.
Because it's really not, like, it's pretty much the standard play. At least it was in Heart of the Swarm. Maybe not so much now.
Alright. Who will be the first one to throw down a Robo?
Yeah, he knows. The standard Blink build does get a Robo quick enough to defend a Blink... I mean, standard DT build. Does get that Robo out quick enough. Yeah, it is double DT. I haven't seen a DT mirror in a long time.
The thing, though, is Metroplex's warp in is going to be a lot closer to Lobo. So his DT is going to get in a little bit quicker, but Lobo actually going for a Robo.
The Robo. Yeah, the Lobo Robo is on the way. Metroplex hasn't started that yet. He might be going for the greedy, risky version. We'll have to see. Oh, man.
Metroplex actually checking around his base just in case that probe hung around and started making something. But little does he know.
Yeah, but he's not going to check the south side of the map.
No, and I don't think Lobo's going to be checking the north side of the map anytime soon.
Metroplex starts his own robotics facility, though, and I think this is the correct timing. He will have the observer out in time. So both players just going a very old-school DT expand from the looks of it.
Yeah, probe comes in and dies. I think he would have scattered the Robo at the last second there. No, it wasn't quite in vision range of it.
So both players will probably send in one DT just to see what's happening, and I'm guessing both players will just have an observer there to deal with it.
All right,
Metroplex's observer might be a tiny bit late, because Lobo does have a close pylon.
Yeah, and the
Oh, these warpings take so long, though. I forgot about that.
The observer's already out. And it's going to be on top of the ramp here before this DT even makes it up.
Yeah.
Well, the first DT is actually going to get in and do maybe a little bit, but it's actually... Oh, he sneaks past!
Oh, that wall wasn't solid.
And there's 2 DTs in there.
Lobo needs to split these up, I feel. But he's denying a lot of mining already. This is already good for Lobo.
Oh, he's going to try and depower, but no, Mochicore and the Observer all pop out.
If he was a few seconds faster, he could have killed that Artosis pylon and won the game, but no such luck for Lobo. And both players just start their expansions. This is the usual way this turns out. They both realize they're not going to get any damage done with the DTs, so why be the guy trying to attack into someone who has everything you have? Just expand.
Yeah, it looks like the Observer comes out on the map here as well for Metroplex to try and find the proxy gear. He finds himself a pylon. The Observer hasn't quite found the proxy location. Yeah. And we'll probably see Lobo look for him as well.
Yeah. Lobo's making an immortal out of that Robo, whereas Metroplex is choosing to go for the Warp Prism, so it looks like he wants to get his harassment on. We'll have to see if that does anything.
I'm not too sure, especially with the immortal coming out here from Lobo. Like, what's he going to warp in with this Warp Prism?
Well, he's just going for a DT drop.
Oh, did you?
I think this is pretty smart because it's really expensive to build cannons at this point in the game, and you don't expect your opponent to have an observer at the back of their base. So this DT can probably kill a couple of probes and deny mining for a good 20 seconds or so.
Yeah.
So I like this decision from Metroplex.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty good. Especially with the army positioning here of Lobo is camping on top of the ramp like usual. And, or like you usually do, sorry. And, yeah, this DT just comes in and will go to work.
2 kills. Lobo hasn't noticed yet. That's 4 kills already. He finally pulls the probes. And that's already easily worth the Warp Prism for Metroplex. Really nice harassment there. But Lobo has got himself a good supply lead. Even after those probe losses, he's up 31 to 26. So that's that shows that I think Metroplex's early game probe production was slipping there. Lobo was constantly on top of his probe production, and I think had a slightly faster Nexus.
What's got to be careful though is Metroplex is going into his +1 attack, and Lobo doesn't have a forge on the map just yet, so he's going to be careful not to fall behind in upgrades.
Yeah, but I feel like Lobo is going to have a really strong mid game here. He's got charge almost done. And that's going to make his army super strong in a straight-up engagement. I feel like Metroplex needs to be a little bit worried about an attack coming out soon. But he's also still down on probes.
Transfer of probes this guy, and I got caught out there.
Oh, really nice stuff here from Metroplex, though. This DT harassment is doing so much.
Yep. Observer's coming in to help now against this Warp Prism, but it's just so slow.
And that Warp Prism forces out a Nexus Cannon too. I think this one DT has got something like 10 kills, and it had Lobo oversaturating his main mineral line with all his probes for like 2 minutes.
This is a different DT. He had the first one got kind of run straight up into the ramp into the army. This is a different one.
Oh, still. We can pretend it's the same one, and he's a hero. Absolute hero, dude.
He's the other half of the Archon, so they're basically the same one.
Yeah, and Lobo is pushing out. He's going to try and use that charge. I think the +1 will finish for Metroplex, but he's going to need a bigger army. Right now, the army size is well in Lobo's favour.
Yeah, I mean, Lobo can also change his Dark Templar into Archons as well and just be that extra tank.
Yep. But even leaving them as DTs, they have massive DPS.
Yep. The only thing I find scary about that is, I mean, they can do damage, but Metroplex will have to focus him down if he does leave them as DTs. So, the DT is actually trying to do that extra damage. Oh man, it almost one-shots a Zealot as it was warping in with that extra damage to warping in units.
Yeah, really cute move there by Metroplex. Oh, he's going to get an Observer slapped. Oh, not quite. He does have another Observer with his army, though. It wouldn't be the biggest deal. Alright, and Metroplex actually starting up a partial wall-off. I really like this. Against the charge lots, this is exactly what he needs. But they just charge back fast. Good force field, though, by Lobo. Cuts off half the army. But these charge lots are just doing so much damage.
Those force fields are actually coming out there by Metroplex, blocking out Lobo's army, and all the Zealots just kind of went down.
Yeah. But man, that is so much damage.
Yep. Another round in of Zealots.
Lobo warps in 2 Zealots at the natural. There is a cannon here to deal with it, but I'm pretty sure 2 Zealots beats a cannon, so Metroplex does need some defensive warp-ins.
Yeah.
But at the front, Lobo's just crushing in.
Yeah, so got 2 DTs there. Oh man, those DT swipes are doing so much damage, and oh man, but the hardened shield ability comes down, the Immortal stay alive for just that much longer, but the DT is going to work.
So I think Metroplex holds pretty handily here.
Yeah.
Really nice stuff.
And now he's got another Immortal as well, so... Yeah. But the harassment, this cannon is going down.
Yeah, so I mean, Metroplex is going to lose some probes here.
Oh man, the charge and swipe coming out every 10 seconds.
So many down. Metroplex is focused on the front, and he's not dealing with this natural.
Lobo is not being too careful with his units. He lost one of his models there, but I mean, the amount of damage is done.
The damage he did. Like, he's now up 37 to 29 probes.
And
he
now
just needs to go home and macro.
Doing damage on the Nexus, and Metroplex isn't actually dealing with it at all.
Yeah, Lobo's actually just going to keep being aggressive. I'm kind of surprised about this after losing his immortals, the meat of his army, but... I mean, if he just goes back into probe production, he should be set to take a third base and go into a standard macro game here.
Yeah, Metroplex almost got his +1 armor done as well here for the ground units.
Yeah, those upgrades are going to start swinging the game in his favor. And Lobo, while he has the probe lead, he's actually oversaturated on his main. He needs to transfer those to the natural. But Adam's coming in here, killing him.
Oh wow, that was a nice little drop there. I think he was trying to get a bit of an observer snipe going on there. Yeah, I didn't see the Zeps come in at all. They did some decent work. Yep. Killing off a couple more SCVs. They can't quite be picked up. He has to drop off his Zealots and then pick up his Adepts.
Yeah. I think Lobo's just doing too much damage here. He's killed so many probes at this point.
Yeah, War Prism heading across the map now by Metroplex actually evades the forces here and is able to sneak by. And there's actually not much at home for Lobo here to defend. He's got a Master Core. Master Core will do him a world of good here. But he's too busy microing against the fighter here in Metroplex, so he can't warp in just yet, and this might give Lobo enough time.
Yeah, and Lobo's just pressuring the front while warping in Adepts at the back, and he's denying more mining time with the natural.
Oh man.
Metroplex that extra damage. He realizes he can take the main army, but he's still just not mining with his natural. His main
the Adepts. The Adepts and the natural is just still going.
Yeah, I feel like Metroplex needs to just go all in at this point. He's falling so far behind an economy. Lobo has his third base coming up already.
Oh man, he's sending probes back to the natural to mine, but the Adepts are still there.
Oh no. Oh, it's so painful. He does finally get his army back here. But Lobo's going to push in the front, and he's got 2 immortals now.
Yeah, he also pushes the War Prism away back at home while he pushes in. So oh man, 4 immortals are completely out of position. He's just going to go straight in here. What's he going to focus? He's focusing the Nexus.
And
oh man, that charge
so
damage.
Much damage from that charge. And the Nexus is
gone
in
wow.
the blink of an eye. Meanwhile, there is a DT in Lobo's main mineral line, so that's denying some mining, but I think Lobo's just got the game at this point. He's killed the main Nexus. There's no third base. And he's dealing with his DT eventually.
Yeah, there is an observer now, so he can push it away.
Metroplex pushing forward. He wants to take a fight with the army. He knows this is his only chance, but he doesn't have enough. He has to pull back.
Man, I love that turret tracking there by the immortals, how they run around focusing. It looks really awesome. But he's going in for the straight-in fight. Hardened Shield a little bit late there from the immortals, but that's just too much, and Lobo takes game number 2.
Yeah, really cool game there. Pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, really harass-heavy by both players, actually, but Lobo's harass just that much better.
Yeah, I'm loving the War Prism usage we're seeing. I feel like the fact that now you get such an advantage on warping time with prisms means that we see them almost every game. Yeah, and that's kind of a scary thought as well. It's pretty scary. I don't know, maybe it's not so good for variety, but it's a really dynamic element. Yeah. Alright, so the next map is going to be Moonlight Madness, and this is a map we haven't seen today. Yeah, this map is pretty unusual. I'm not sure how much of an impact it has in PvP. I think we could see like some weird like immortal bust stuff coming out from Lobo again, but it comes in from the back door. That's true. Right, we'll have to see. Yeah, I feel like this is a map where, like, this is a beautiful Terran map. There's so much airspace that you can abuse with medevacs and liberators. Yep. That it gets really, really hard for Protoss against Terran on this map. In comparison to normal maps, where Protoss I feel has a big advantage in Legacy right now, I think this is the one map where Terran can really take a game off Protoss. But we got a PvP, so yeah, I don't think it's going to be too much influence on the strategy choice of the players here. Yeah, I think this map's it has a really long distance between the bases if you just run the normal way. So I think we might not see the 2 base adept stuff coming out here from Metroplex this game, like he did in game 1. But yeah, but on the other hand, I think War Prism play is super strong here. Yeah, so we might see more of that. A quick Robo. Alright, so just waiting on Lobo. Hopefully he'll be back in a second. Yep. But anyway, guys, we'll talk a bit more about the tournament. And if you guys didn't catch last week, we had the Philippines tournament, and the winner of that was Ender, and the second player to advance was Jabito.
And so, not a bad little crop coming out from the Philippines. Ender, of course, being probably one of the favourites as well as Blisk advancing, and he pretty much smashed through his bracket as well as Blisk. Next week we're going to have the Malaysian qualifier, which actually has the most sign-ups. They have quite a lot of sign-ups, which is really cool to see. So Malaysia, love your passion, guys.
Yeah, it's great.
And
I saw one name in there, Pro Timber, who was like...
Oh,
he was like... I remember playing him on the Sea Ladder in like 2011.
Mm.
And he was a really good Terran, so it's cool to see him back playing. Always nice when an expansion pulls in the old players, you know?
Yeah.
But never mind that, we have a game. PvP on Moonlight Madness. Lobo's up 2-0, can you close it out?
Yep. Alright guys, also people in these other sea countries, the main qualifiers are of course for these 4 countries, Philippines, Singapore, Malaysia and Thailand, but there is a Sea Open qualifier. And if you guys want to play in that, these are the countries that are eligible for the Open Sea qualifier, and they're going to be Bangladesh, Bhutan, Brunei, Cambodia, East Timor, India, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Nepal, Philippines, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Thailand, and Vietnam. So that opens up a big array of players that could have it a second shot.
Yeah, so I'm guessing we're going to be seeing Demilub in that Open qualifier, doing it very well.
Alright, so the game is loaded up, guys, and let's get into it. Spawning in the upper right, we have our blue Protoss, currently down 0-2. It is Metroplex.
Yep, he's in a bit of a pickle here. He's going to have to try and drag himself out of it. Both of the games so far have been very close. So I don't put it past him to come back in this, but it's going to have to be 3 games in a row.
And on the other side of the map, we have our red Protoss currently leading the series. One more map and he qualifies. It is Lobo.
Yep, looking pretty nice for Lobo right now. Once again, both players just opening up with that 1 gate double gas. Pretty much every single PvP opens up this way from what I've seen. It's just... I mean, in Heart of the Swarm it was basically the same.
Yep.
Probe Scout here from Lobo, once again very fast. Metroplex is a little bit slower, but they're both going to see what's going on. And I'm guessing that means neither of them are going to go for the super fast 2 gate.
No. I mean, Lobo gets full scout off. I mean, I can't deny Metroplex is getting in a full scout off and being a little bit cheeky there.
Yeah,
attacking
nice
with his probes.
But yeah, and both players mining 3 probes on each gas, so they are looking for that fast attack.
Yep. Now, I mean, being PvP, there's so many tech rats coming out as soon as that Summoning Core finishes. Is obviously your Robo tech, your Twilight Council tech, and your Stargate tech. And it's just that what makes PvP such a volatile matchup where scouting is very, very key to staying alive in it.
And we do see a very quick Stargate here from Metroplex. Lobo hasn't chosen his tech yet. He's instead getting that Mothership Core out super fast, playing a little bit more defensively.
Yeah, I do like that idea.
Ooh, and a proxy pylon from Lobo. Once again, he does.
Oh, he might actually get scouted here.
Oh,
he is going to get scouted.
That's so close. Oh, I think you're right. Metroplex with the Star Sense, choosing exactly the right place to scout with his probe.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, he sees it.
And Lobo sees that he's been scouted. He's like, oh man,
bollocks.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see
we'll
how...
never get to see what the plan was. He makes a Stargate at home, so it probably was going to be a proxy Stargate. But having a Stargate this delayed, this is pretty bad for Lobo, I feel.
But he does have his Mothership Core out nice and early too, so it's getting its energy up.
And it's going to be an Oracle. So he should have 100 energy when this Oracle
runs.
Yeah,
it looks like he will.
Barely.
Yeah, just barely.
And of course, there is no Chrono Boost to speed that up.
I like it. Metroplex's probe chasing Lobo so far home, making sure he doesn't come back later. But Metroplex has already taken care of that pylon. There's actually an Oracle, a Stalker taking down that pylon.
Yeah, so that's a nice little early peek off for Metroplex.
Oh, they're heading across the map as well here for Lobo. Or maybe just trying to chase down the probe.
Yeah, I think he was. Anyway, this Oracle is going to be flying across the map. And Lobo starts his own Oracle too. I think he might switch that to a Phoenix when he sees this Oracle flying in. And the Mothership Core has just got its 100 energy up, so he is going to be able to start that Nexus Cannon, but it's going to be down to reaction time whether Metroplex gets a few kills or not.
Oh, speaking of this Adept...
Oh, Stalker's trying to chase it down, I think.
Yeah, I didn't think he saw it for a little while there, but now he does. Oh, and now he can kind of make a little bit of a dodge play, but the Oracle's coming in. And Lobo is quite far away. He didn't see it. And the Oracle finishes up here for Lobo as well.
already 4 or 5 probe kills, I think. Focus down the yellow ones. No, so he only gets 3. Not the biggest deal in the world.
Yeah, it could have been a lot more. The Adept comes in, actually, it doesn't get anything done, just damages the Stalker a bit more. But Oracle is heading across the map here for Lobo, and the Mothership Core will have it. For Metroplex does have 100
Stalker
energy.
actually catches it
Oh,
too.
wow. He knows all
so
about
Lobo
it.
shouldn't get any kills here, as long as the Nexus cannon starts.
Yep.
There we go.
And Phoenix on the way. He'll actually scout that.
Phoenix.
Yeah, he'll scout that, which is nice. But looks like Lobo... Oh, actually, there's a little bit of a warping going down here next to the rocks. Metroplex warping in.
Metroplex. Choosing to warp in Zealots, which is interesting. I'm not sure this will get much done. There is a decent army from Lobo here. As long as he doesn't move out.
He's waiting. He's waiting.
Oh. Man, Metroplex is getting very aggressive here. He's trying to warp in a whole army undetected. Just made a single Phoenix. And he's now starting some Adepts.
Yep,
I'm not sure what this Stalker's doing at the back rocks. Maybe he's going to try and blink over, but he doesn't have blink.
Oh, he's setting up a Stasis Ward. And the Zealot would
only gets one Zealot.
Spend it. Yeah. Well, I think that Lobo was just sacrificing that Zealot just to get rid of the Stasis Ward.
But this army's coming in from Metroplex. It looks pretty strong.
Well, there's no Nexus overcharge at all here for Lobo either. So this Robo's in a lot of trouble.
It's got no energy. This Robo is going to go down.
Oh,
he targets it. Oh no, he's going to let the
in.
Immortal get out. I feel like he should have gone for that. Because he doesn't know how close
Oh, an Immortal finishes.
That Immortal's going to shut this down.
Yep. He's even got a Void Ray to back this up as well.
Yeah, and Metroplex is stuck back here. I think he needs to kill the rocks and get out. Yeah. Otherwise this army's just forfeit. Actually, send some Adepts there with the Shade ability.
He's trying to scout to see if there's a natural, because he never got a real scout up, but he will see that there's no natural.
Yeah.
And
I really like it when Protoss players use that just to scout and cancel it. It's really...
Yeah, so he's going to try and break the rocks and get out. Now, I wonder if Lobo wises up here and decides to try and catch the army out. But no, he's just going to make some more models back at home and be ready just in case there's another attack.
Yep. Actually, a little bit of supply block here, unfortunate for Lobo. And Metroplex is getting his natural up, so the way he's choosing to play this out is to try and get an economic advantage. Lobo is coming out here. He's going to catch the army, I think. The rocks aren't dead yet.
Oh man, he's got him really trapped.
This is going to be a terrible fight for Metroplex.
Yeah, he's even got a force field available. Or he's even Guardian Shield, I should say.
He's trying to escape using the shades here. I like this. He should be able to get into the main with a couple of them. No, only one. 2 of them escape. One of them's heading back to its death.
Yep. Let's catch that one.
And the Mothership Core here deals with the other. So that's a massive advantage for Lobo catching that army. Yeah, Metroplex just needed about 10 more seconds and he would have got out.
He kills all the army, but there's also a second Nexus basically finished up here for Metroplex, so he can go into an economic advantage, but he just will have no army. If Lobo wants to do something, he should be attacking almost immediately.
Yeah, Lobo, he's seen the expansion, but he's choosing to sit at home. He's now moving out. I do like the decision to attack. I think after killing that army, you can be pretty certain you're going to be well ahead on army for a little while.
I really think he should bring in his Mothership Core with him.
I don't know, like it's in some sense you want to leave it at home to have that Nexus cannon, but yeah, I do think it's normally better to have it with you. You can use it as a time
just so you can try and kill the Nexus. Yeah, just so you can like try and kill the Nexus and then just recall out. But
yeah, honestly, I don't think it needs to recall. I think you can just kill Metroplex straight up here. He's going to scout a bit with these shades. He sees that this is pretty much the whole army: 1 Void Ray and 4 Zealots, and he just goes for it. He knows that he's got way too much here. No force field on the ramp, which I would have liked to see.
The Void Ray from Metroplex just basically gets so much free damage on the Void Ray there of Lobo's.
Yeah, the one thing Lobo needs to worry about is that Void Ray. If
he's Adepts go into the mineral line there and actually started focusing down some probes as well in the background there, so just distracting. Now he sees where the army positioning is, so he's going to go back in and start attacking again.
Yeah, I think Metroplex's only chance here is to focus down the Void Rays and the Stalkers and then have the air dominance. Because Lobo is warping in only Zealots and Adepts at this point. These Adepts at the back being so annoying though.
Yeah, it's still
has to leave a Void Ray back there to deal with it.
He does have his phase ability, but he's not using it. He's just fighting for now.
Yeah. And I think Metroplex is slowly getting himself back
I like the sentries. I do like the sentries because now he can keep the Zealots out.
He just force fields that ramp.
Oh.
This Nexus is dead now.
He needs to focus down the air though, which he does.
Yeah, he's just taking way too much damage.
I don't think he knows about the Immortal ability.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. He does use it now.
Massive damage there for Lobo. Kills the Nexus, and he can pack it. I think he just keep
fighting. Oh, actually, no. Back on the other side of the map here, we've got 2 Adepts here from Metroplex starting to go to work on some probes.
one of them's sort of glitching out here, but the other one's doing damage, and Lobo does pull the whole mineral line.
Yeah,
but the real story is this Nexus is dead. Metroplex's economy is in the toilet right now.
In tatters.
So I'm not sure what Lobo can do to lose. Like,
yeah, there isn't much to call. He has almost full energy to use 2 Nexus cannons, but now he's got the Adepts trapped and they can't leave.
Yeah.
And he's just keeping the contain on.
Yeah, and Metroplex hasn't even restarted his Nexus. He can't afford it.
Hmm.
He's in so much trouble, and Lobo's right at his front door. He's saying, even if you can afford it, I'm going to deny it.
Yep.
And this Void Ring...
Oh, so much damage. He's going to get it.
Down. I think
And now he can just push up the ramp. Yeah, he just pushes up the ramp. There's nothing that can deny him this push up the ramp, but he's going to pull off for now just to make sure he gets enough units.
Yeah, he's playing very cautiously.
Oh, he's actually seeing the Warp Prism around. Oh, he wants to warp in some Adepts and then keep the container with Adepts probably. But another Void Ray is going to pick up this Warp Prism. Oh, he avoids it.
Oh, just dodges it.
Yeah. But he's just going to go home and fall back on his economy.
Yeah, and why not? He knows he's a whole base up. Like, he's basically a base and a half up, because Metroplex's main is mining out now.
Yep.
So it's pretty nuts, the economy.
Yeah, he's already mined out, like, the small mineral patches. He's on just the last couple of remaining ones as well. Oh, man.
But yeah, Lobo knows all he has to do is kill this army. And why take the fight before he needs to? So he's just going to go home and defend.
Oh, Lobo, his Void Ray is a little bit out of position here, but he's just going to focus down.
Yeah,
That's only sentries.
So
oh.
The Void Ray could chase down that whole army right now if it wanted to.
It looks like he's going through 4 Immortals of Void Ray, Stalkers, Zealots, Sentries. Man, this is such an army. And Metroplex is going to go around the other way, and this is kind of unscouted.
Bit of a ring around the rosy here. Meanwhile, Metroplex is trying to set up a Nexus at home, but that's a questionable decision. I don't think that's ever going to pay off.
Lobo does scout it, though, and he's going to completely trap him in. Oh,
this army's going to get sandwiched.
There's not enough. There's not enough health on it to be able to get out with a recall here, and this has been trapped. Oh man, that's devastating.
And the
completely
army
caught out.
Goes down. That's going to be GG.
Yeah, GG, well played, and Lobo will advance to the main tournament of the Southeast Asia.